I've been in your shoes, frustrated, stuck, and wondering why I'm not getting the results that I think that I should. Well, I discovered why I was in this slump and why I couldn't lose weight. Losing weight is simple science and math, but just because it's simple doesn't mean that it's easy. It really boils down to how many calories you burn every single day and how many calories you intake. If you intake more calories than you burn, you gain weight. If you eat less calories than you burn, then you lose weight. It's truly that simple, but that is where the simplicity stops. According to Herman Weiss, MD, MBA, the top 5 reasons why people can't stick to a diet is the lack of willpower, hunger and cravings, dieting fatigue, social pressure, and food addiction. And simply stating the reasons why people can't stick to a diet doesn't help them actually stay on the diet. So let's quickly break down this list and talk about how I overcame each one of these obstacles. So first we have the lack of willpower. Let's talk about that a little bit. It's super easy to stay on a diet for a day or two or even a week or maybe even a month, but it's hard to keep going after that. I truly think the best way to overcome this is by making a plan before you even start your diet. What are your goals and what are you looking to accomplish during this time? Are you looking to lose a certain amount of pounds? Are you looking to transform that fat into muscle? What are you trying to accomplish? This goal has to be incredibly important for you to maintain the willpower to continue to stay on your diet. So I want you to physically write down what that goal is. Whenever you're feeling weak, I want you to come back to this moment in time when you wrote that goal down. Remember that feeling and that drive. You may never have to look back at what you wrote down, but at least you'll have it there to keep you motivated and to keep you going. So next, let's talk about hunger and cravings. There is so much information online about diet and nutrition and all sorts of different ways that you can increase the volume of your meals, still keep them low calorie, still keep them high protein, and keep them healthy. You have to use these tools in order to be successful. There's so many different things I use throughout my diet to increase my volume, but to still keep me happy and enjoying the meals that I have. This is gonna help curb those hunger and cravings that you're gonna have throughout your diet because they're gonna be there no matter what. So increasing your volume is going to help quell that. For me personally, it also really helps to not have the things that you crave in your house accessible to you. If there's no puffy Cheetos in the cabinet, then I'm not gonna sit on the couch and eat an entire family-sized bag. I'm gonna open the cabinet, find the only healthy snacks that are available, and thank my past self for doing smart shopping. So, increase your volume, and instead of resisting temptation, don't even face temptation. Don't allow yourself to even be tempted by it. So next up, we have dieting fatigue. So this is a big one. You're getting tired of whatever you're eating, whatever diet you're on, you're sick of it. The big thing on this is to not start a dieting fad. Don't lock yourself into one type of specific diet. Just be eating healthy and in a calorie deficit, and you will lose weight. If you get sick of what you're eating, then you can simply switch it out for something else that's still healthy, still in a calorie deficit, and still helping you achieve your goals. Like I said before, you need to use the tools of the internet. There is so much information online about how to prepare healthy, low-calorie, high-protein meals. So simply getting sick of the diet you're on is just a terrible excuse. Next one is social pressure. So personally for me, the biggest thing is going out and drinking and consuming a ton of empty calories. For some people, it might be going out with friends and getting something to eat. But either way, you're gonna have those social pressures. Something that I like to do now that I have the knowledge is to plan ahead. If I know that I'm gonna be going out and drinking, or I'm gonna be going out and going to dinner and getting something that is not really healthy, super high in calories, and is gonna throw me off of my diet, then I'm gonna plan ahead for that. I'm gonna eat lower calories in the day. I'm gonna have a smaller breakfast, a smaller lunch, and a smaller dinner. And I'm going to account for those calories. I'm not telling you not to go out with friends, not to go out and have fun, but there are ways that you can still abide by your diet, continue losing weight, and still go out and have fun. So plan ahead, make smart choices, and you can go out and pretty much go wild. I'm not telling you to go out and do this all the time, but for special occasions, just plan ahead and you'll be perfectly fine. Last on this list is food addiction. Personally, I haven't struggled with food addiction, so I can't speak from my own experiences on this. I would think that this would relate back to that willpower, being able to break that addiction and resist the temptation. This would probably take all the tools that we've talked about so far and applying them just to this one thing. Use the resources you have online. Do some really smart shopping and only keep healthy things in the house. Don't allow yourself to go out all the time and binge. Remember that goal that you wrote down and don't let yourself give up. You're stronger than that. Something I always preach in my videos is sustainability. You have to build your diet in such a way that it's going to be sustainable for you. Don't box yourself in too small where you can only eat certain things. I've done that before and it just doesn't work. Use the internet. Look things up online, and I promise you, you will find healthy recipes that you're going to enjoy, and a ton of them. If you like eating the same thing over and over again, then stick to that. Whatever works for you is sustainable. When you're starting out on a diet, you don't have to go cold turkey on everything. Personally, for me, slowly and steadily starting to track all of my calories and increase my calorie deficit is what helped me reach my end goal. If I cut everything out in the beginning, I don't know if I'd be sitting here talking to you right now. You know what they say, slow and steady wins the race. Let's quickly go over some things that I preach every day about dieting. Use kitchen hacks. They're super useful. Use high volume foods to help keep you full for longer. Use replacements for high calorie options. A huge one for me was switching over to calorie-free drinks. Cutting out soda can cut out so many calories on your diet. And not just soda, juices and other fruity drinks have a ton of calories and sugar in them. Use sugar-free condiments, maple syrup, ketchup, barbecue sauce, you name it. If you like sauces, this is a huge one for you. Yes, they might not taste quite as good, but they are good enough and are going to help you sustain your diet. Personally, one of the biggest substitutes for me was Greek yogurt for sour cream. And another thing I like to do is add in PB2 to regular peanut butter to give it more volume. Still keep the calories low, get in some extra protein, but mainly increase that volume. Even when you have all the right tools, losing weight isn't easy. Just focus on staying consistent and the results will follow. I'm living proof of that.